Hola, mi nombre es Alberto. I'm here to talk to you about how Trustless Work is building the escrow infrastructure for the new economy. So first, let's talk about escrows. Escrows are a payment mechanism that we've used throughout history, mostly whenever we have a high value payment and some contractual obligations that have to be met. So basically, when we have a buyer and a seller and they don't trust each other, or a client and a service provider, they ask a third party to be involved in that transaction. And this third party holds the funds while the contract obligations are being met. So this third party role has historically been played by kings, priests, more commonly banks and lawyers, and now more recently tech platforms. One of the most common forms of escrow is when you're buying a house. You normally have a bank and a lawyer create an escrow so you can deposit the funds and provide buying intention to the seller while you do the inspections and all the legal paperwork. But also, for example, when you buy something on eBay, eBay holds the funds between the merchant and the buyer while the product is getting delivered. Or Upwork, who's a freelancer platform, and they do escrows to freeze funds while the freelancer provides the work that was assigned to him. But there are a lot of inefficiencies present in traditional escrow services, and mostly caused because of centralization. So because we need actually a third party, like a bank, this is very costly. So that's why we use it only on high value transactions. Yes, eBay has it, or Upwork has it, but Upwork, for example, charges 5 to 15%. So it's very complex, like for a small platform or a marketplace to actually create escrows if they don't have like this big tech platform. Um, this also, like, there's a huge lack of transparency that escrows actually have. So when you buy an apartment, you can't actually see, like, you have to ask for the information of your escrow. And also because they use like the legacy financial system, there are a lot of payment frictions. So this is very expensive to try to use escrows. For example, I'm in Costa Rica and I need to buy something from Korea. There are no escrow services between us, or it's very expensive. And that's the escrows that our infrastructure provides. So with Trustless Work, you can go from zero to escrow in one API call. So if you have a marketplace or a platform and you need to create an escrow, you can create an escrow in one API call with an engagement ID, which can be a order ID or a project ID or whatever you're using the escrow for, a description, parties, milestones, and then you can just have this deposit address. The client can deposit. We handle the whole conditions, the notifications, the events involved until, well, the client signs the release, or whoever signs the release, because all of that is configurable. Our escrows have a transaction fee of 0.3%, and you as a platform can also configure your commission so you can like become part of the transaction yourself. This is huge for a lot of like small platforms, directories, marketplaces who can't actually become part of the transaction. So our architecture, or what we're building, we have our open source tools. Our escrows are open source, and our tools, like for example, the explorer, the visualization, and signing mechanisms, we also want to do them open source. We are doing this API that completely abstracts all the escrow handling, the metadata handling, the indexation, signature requests, transactions, and the fees. And yeah, we're looking for customers, partners to build using our API. These can involve marketplaces, platforms, contracting, fintech, legal tech. And because we are built on Stellar and we use USDC, we can leverage all their partners for the last mile payments. So it's easy to onboard and offboard even enterprises, companies, B2Bs, and retail customers. So here's our attraction to the date. We started working this in July. We started doing this on EVM and then moved to Sorovan because we got accepted into Asto Hacker House by Draper U and Stellar. We got our version 1 of the smart contract. We tested it, we documented, we developed the API, and then we tested it just last week because we were sponsoring a hackathon on the Ethereum Pura Vida hackathon. And that's something I want to talk about. So yeah, just last week we ended up the Ethereum Pura Vida hackathon. We were sponsored, as I said before, and yeah, we got our first four products built upon our API. We got products for agriculture, for house rental security deposits, even for Uber revenue share, and also, like, very important, we got a lead from one of the main escrow banks in Costa Rica. And again, they're very interested on leveraging our product because we provide the infrastructure, so we can handle all these different use cases by being very modular. We have a very good team to achieve this. From development, this is well balanced between front end, back end, and a smart contract engineer. I myself have been a product lead for enterprise products and public blockchain products, and we are backed by a community of over 180 developers. So we also have a huge open source development muscle. Now it's my time to ask something for you. We need your vote on the Stellar Community Fund. This will help us achieve our MVP and go live on mainnet. You can also become a contributor in our open source code, whether it's smart contracts or the escrow tools, or even discussions on tokenomics, dispute resolutions, DAOs, or governance. As I mentioned, we're also beta testing our API. So if you want to become one of the beta customers or partners, please get in touch and or start building on our API. And we hopefully have this on mainnet by April 2025. If you got this far, thank you for your attention. We hope you get in touch with us, and yeah, we can build great things together. We want to really involve the community in this, and we need your feedback. We need your hands on and your products on top of us. So thank you. My name is Alberto again. Pura vida. Bye.